So we're on classes here for a minute. So what about class size? So we went through this period where classes were massive. I mean, you had people doing these massive classes with, I don't know, 30, 40, 50, 60, more maybe. We saw these big, huge productions.
Yes.
And I'm not really seeing that anymore unless I'm missing something. Are they not doing those big, massive classes anymore?
I think a lot of those were in Europe. I don't see many of those anymore either. I think the economy has affected it, I'm sure. But I feel people realize there's been a lot of backlash about the big classes. So I think that the trainers are going to kind of steer away from it. I am shrinking my class sizes now.
But your classes have always been intimate, Mary, like mine.
Yeah.
I've never taken on more students than I could personally handle and make sure that they got one hell of a class and they got, you know, my attention throughout the class. And I used to do 6, and well, actually, I would do 8, but I would have
an assistant.
I'd have two of my apprentices in there that were pretty darn good, helping and assisting, and you know. But now when I doing a class alone, 4. That is my max.
Yeah,
at 4.
Me too now. 4.
100%. So yeah, I haven't seen a lot of those big classes anymore either.
Well, Nano's not easy to learn. And when I have to spend time intimately with each student, I mean, when you have 10 students in the class,
oh my God,
it's too much. And I used to do 10 and 12 students.
I remember you
now,
being
if I was and if I would collab with another trainer, that would be a different story. But doing it by myself, I don't know how I did it. I'll never do it again. It wasn't fair to the students either. You know, I feel like some people needed a little bit more attention.
Yeah, well, you know, you and I did Shades and Strokes together.
Yeah.
For years and years, 8, 9, 10 years.
16 of them.
We did 16 of them. And we had, what, like 34?
33.
30.
Well, England had 43, 44.
Right. But we would do every 6 months. It sold out 33 people.
Yeah.
That's a rather large class. But it was always amazing feedback. And that jump-started a lot of artists into great careers and being trainers. Why do you think that we would do a class with 33 students? And it was a different experience. It was a wonderful experience. We didn't get that backlash. Was it the way we approached it? Was it the format? Why do you think ours was successful at 33 and it changed lives? Because I just had Tanya Chase. Do you remember Tanya Chase?
Yes.
She just posted not too long ago about Shades and Strokes.
Oh,
and that was years ago. She took it and how it changed her. And she kind of did the circle, 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 shuffle, 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 which happened to be my portion of the class. I would do that little ditty with them. So why do you think our class was successful at 33?
We stayed with those. We would go person to person, sliding on our stool, going to each person, and we stayed with them till they got it.
Sometimes we were there till 9 o'clock at night.
Right, and you know,
at least.
And
sometimes 9 o'clock at night. We were there.
And we would just stay with them.
They were long days.
They were long days, but you know, we'd go through all these people, and at the end of the class, if someone needed a little bit more help, we'd stay in the back of the room and be with them.
Yeah, and they were 3 days long.
They were 3 days long, and we had a special guest artist sometimes.
We always had a special guest artist. We always set up a table in the back with machines that if they weren't working personally with you or I or the guest artist, they could go sit back at the table with a machine on latex with one of my apprentices or apprentices.
Yeah.
So there was always something going on in that classroom. There was,
So it's funny that we're even talking about Shades and Strokes. I have a woman private student coming to me December 16th and 17th from Alaska who came to our very first Shades and Strokes.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think it was her first. I think she said it, but she came to Shades and Strokes. How cool is that?
Yeah. That is really, really cool. Yeah. And you've been all up my dizzle trying to get me to agree to do
I think we should do one
Shades
a year.
One Shades and Strokes a year to bring them back and do a Shades and Strokes next year. So let's ask our listeners.
Yeah.
All right. So all you tater tots out there, if a Shades and Strokes class by me and Mary, we would do it here at the studio. We'd have like maybe 10, 12 students. That's what we did do a couple here. And I think
we did 14 students.
14 students. But it's you and I, it's my apprentices. If that sounds interesting, and it's Mary's technique, nano strokes, and it's my technique, the potted brow. If that's something you would be interested in, you would attend, then let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. Let's get some feedback on and see if there's any interest in that. All right. Okay, cool.
Well, I was kind of thinking at the casino. Are you kidding?
Oh gosh,
We did that.
Lord.
We did many of those.
We did many of those.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe
God.
we start slow, like
Baby
steps.
step it back into it.
Baby steps.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Those
yes,
were a lot of
please.
work, but they were fun.
Yes.
And
More
what,
so on you
What
guys.
did you call your followers?
Oh,
Tater tots.
tatter tots.
Tatter
Tots.
tots.
Tatter
Yeah.
tots.
That's
That's
cute.
good. I like it.
Isn't
Yeah.
that cute.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't come up with that. I can't take credit for that. One of our listeners,
Called themselves.
no, just said we're tatter tots, and then I responded and I told her, oh my God, that's so cute. I'm going to use that. Can I use? I got to use that. And then she was candid, saying I can't take credit for that. There's a tattoo guy out there. I can't remember his name, but he teaches a lot and he gives a lot of little nuggets on body tattooing, and he calls beginner body tattoo artists tatter tots.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Did he
But-
trademark it?
Tatter.
No.
okay,
You're the queen of
tattoo.
trademarks
Yeah.
over there.
No, but I wouldn't trademark it. I would
No,
never do
no,
that,
yeah.
you know, and I would never use it that way. I would, but I just call our listeners tatter tots because I think it's cute.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. So no, it's not trademarked, but anyway.